all the best for all of you who are going to appear for the 10th grade English exam soon. And the title of this today's video is kind of misleading or controversial or kind of confusing. I would like to have a small informal discussion about the English paper, what are the last minute tips and tricks, and I would like to explain the context of this English paper in your overall life's journey for as far as English language is concerned. So let's get this started. First of all, grade 10 English is nothing. I would like to explain that with the help of a Venn diagram. If this big circle represents English, then the 10th grade English what you have been studying so far is just like this much, not even 5%. And if you are extrapolating your knowledge of English or your progress of English based on what you have been studying, what marks you will be getting or what marks so far you have got, you are completely wrong. So that's exactly what I am going to discuss, and then in that process let's explain last minute tips and tricks. So first of all, you are not going to prove yourself to be a Shakespeare or something, write accurate sentences even if they are small. Don't try to unnecessarily impress the examiner by writing complicated statements which will be grammatically wrong. So my sincere suggestion to you, all of you, write short but correct sentences, and that's very important. You will see how much effective is that. If you cannot write complete complex, complete sentences is must, but complex sentences is not a prerequisite for this English language examination, at least at grade 10. Another thing I can say that most of you are writing in cursive. Occasionally it becomes kind of complicated to understand what you are writing. Write legible. Do not change your handwriting style at the last minute. Do not change your writing style at this particular stage. It's not absolutely necessary. Another tip I would like to give you is, let's say the exam is at let's say 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, and if you're leaving your house at 8 o'clock or 8:30, so before you leave your house for 30 minutes, try to practice for 30 minutes. Try to write something. It doesn't matter what you write. You can write your own something. I want you, and most of you, they have this difficulty of not able to find complete time for this examination. They are always short of time. So when you practice something before the exam, let's say half an hour or 1 hour or even 2 hours, depends upon how far is your examination center. Write something for 30 minutes. Write something for 30 minutes. That will get your hand muscles in action. Your brain process will start going, and that will definitely help your speed. And this is what I used to do when I was a student. Be consistent in tenses, especially in English. You will be surprised how many people actually they start with present tense, they go into past tense, they go into future tense, past participle, present continuous. If you are writing a paragraph, if you are writing something, essay later, please try to be consistent, unless and otherwise it's absolutely required, and it is required for the context of what you're writing. There is absolutely no need for suddenly switching to present continuous or something like that. So these are some last minute tips. I don't want to give you excessive information at this particular stage. My central point is something different. Is grade 10 English is everything? Absolutely not. You have been getting kind of nervous and kind of low on self-confidence. Let's say you are thinking oh, okay, I'm not able to perform very well. How will I do in life, and all those kind of negative thoughts those are coming to your mind right now. Let me suggest something at this point. Maybe you will agree with me completely, maybe you will not, but it's my obligation to tell you what I have experienced so far in my life as far as English language is concerned. English proficiency is much more than what you are going to score in 10th grade English paper. confidence is the key in spoken English. First of all, you are going to write some paragraphs, some letters, some essay, some answers, some grammar questions in upcoming English exam, but that's only written part of the English. When you are going to tackle this English problem in real life, most likely you will be going for a job interview where you will be assessed based on spoken English, and it's completely different ballgame. Confidence is the key in spoken English, and that's not going to be tested in tomorrow's exam. So this is a completely different scenario. What you're writing right now, it's like only a fraction of English. It's a written English. It's not going to test your spoken abilities. So that's completely different. So most of you, they think their English is bad because of spoken English and lack of confidence. But hey, that's not going to be tested tomorrow. So why you are worrying unnecessarily? Job interviews can say, for example, even if you score good marks, bad marks, okay marks, in job interview they are going to say like, okay, this person scored only 55 out of 100. So his English is not going to be well. Probably that time they may have different requirements, and that has got nothing to do what you do tomorrow. So for the time being, you completely be relaxed. Don't get negative thoughts in your mind. And first of all, there is a misconception, and that's I would like to clarify. When somebody says like, oh, my English is not good, that XYZ person has better English. So first of all, I have worked all over the world, and as a general rule, Indians speak much better English than most of the world. And that includes people who actually have their language, English language, as their first language. Yes, that's kind of bold statement, but as far as grammar is concerned, as far as like speaking style is concerned, Indians, they speak much better English. Now, yes, they are ridiculed, they are mocked a little bit. What do you mean by better English? Better English is actually like three different components. First component is, let's say, grammatically correct. What you're speaking, that it has to be grammar, the grammar has to be absolutely correct. The second part is accent and pronunciation. This is where Indians slightly lack, but that's again not going to be tested tomorrow. So and logical thought process, and this is where this is what I insist much better for tomorrow's or the day after tomorrow test paper. When you are writing something, there has to be some logical thought process, and this is what going to be tested in your 10th grade exam. For example, if you are writing a letter, so first of all, it will have some format, what you are going to write at the beginning, the subject, salutation. The logical thought process is, in the beginning you are going to introduce yourself, then you are going to come to the point, then you are going to write down what action is expected, and eventually you are going to say thank you and you are sincerely, faithfully, and then you are going to proceed. So that logical thought process is important when you speak. For example, when there is a cricket match, at the end of the cricket match there is a presentation, and Mr. Presenter comes there, asks some question, and you have to speak related to the context. So if the question has been asked for writing something, a letter to the civic body authorities regarding some problem in your area, you have to stick to the topic, and you have to logically present your chain of thoughts in a particular sequence, and that's what probably going to be tested. So this is the part that is going to be tested in tomorrow's exam much more significantly as compared to other. Nobody is going to check your accent and pronunciation. Grammatically and probably I will say spelling also has to be correct. So somebody's English is better, my English is bad. That's a very big statement. Don't think about it at this stage. Focus on logical thought process, shorter sentences, grammatically correct sentences, spellings should be accurate, and so on. English changes everywhere. I mean, there is no correct English, universally correct English. We say we speak British English, the Queen's English, and which is more formal and grammatical. I have been in different parts of the world. I have 2 master's degree, one from US and one from Europe. I have working experience in 3 different continents, and I have been dealing with people with different backgrounds, socio-economic culture, and their English speaking abilities are totally different, and it does depend upon their background, their cultural upbringing, and a little bit that influence is there. So as far as that thing is concerned, you have to be a little bit flexible when you go from region 1 to region 2, country 1 to country 2. I'll give some example. Let's say I will write 2 spellings here, aluminium or aluminum. Which one is correct? Some of you will get confused, some of you will know the answer. The correct answer is both are correct. It depends upon what you are talking about. If you are saying British English, the first one is more accurate. If you are saying American English, the second one is more accurate. The spellings change a little bit, pronunciation change a little bit, and there are some spellings which you probably are writing wrong for all of your life. Let me give another example. Which one of these is correct? I will not give you the answer. I want you to Google right now. Is it vacuum or is it vacuum with 2 U, right? So please Google that and check which one is correct. Have you been using the correct spelling, or you just got something new knowledge right now? Real life English is different. When you actually get a job, or when you are actually writing that in later stage of your life, you have certain tools available to you, and that will make your life easy. You will have spell check in Microsoft Word or any word processor. Autocorrect will be available there. There will be YouTube videos, and Google Help will be available in case if you get some problem. ChatGPT occasionally we can correct your sentences. Right now it is getting more and more accurate. By the time you get a job, probably it will be much more advanced. So the difficulties which you are facing right now, though they will be there, but not that up to that complexity level. So you don't have to worry about all your things. Focus on today's or tomorrow's exam when you are appearing for that. Do what is expected. Don't worry about you probably are overthinking as far as your English speaking or English language capabilities are concerned. And that's all I want to say. All the best. Do your absolute number 1 game there, and I'm sure you will do very well. Okay, so meanwhile, when you get a chance for other subjects, visit our website or YouTube channel. This is Prashant sir, Professor Prashant More, recording live for Vidyantri.com. All the best. Thank you very much. Please share this video with other students. Thank you.